What's up guys, you can call me Modica. In today's video, I am going to be showing you guys step by step how to change the transmission fluid in a Honda Civic. I think it's the same process between 2016 to 2021, I think, or 2022, I think, one of those. But this is my 2020 Civic, and this first intro is recorded a few months after the actual video, so you'll see it's kind of a different season. You know, you can see the trees over here missing leaves, but it doesn't matter. Point is, we'll show you step by step and then we'll get to it. So let's get going. Okay, so now that we got some height, I'm going to show you the jack point in the Honda Civic. So you got your splash shield right here, or skid plate, whatever you want to call it, and then right in the middle, that is where you get the jack. And then there's two little lips, like right there and right there, kind of on the inside of where I have my jack stands right now, and that's where we put those. So let's get the jack up in here and lift that up right there. Okay, now that we got some height, let's slide these around just in case. Okay, and now this jack stand goes right here. There's a little nub right there. So then we'll just go right there. Nice and secure. And then we'll do the same on the other side. And now that our jack stands are in place, we could drop the jack. And then I just like to throw an extra jack right in the middle at that jacking point. It's not actually touching it, it's just there in case of emergencies. You can never be too much safe, plus it's not in the way. The skid plate here has to be removed, and then all we need is right over here. So that's not gonna get in our way, and it's perfectly fine there. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do after you jack up the car is go into the engine bay. Now, if you take a look down there, right there, that is where you're going to be filling the transmission fluid. But before you empty the transmission fluid, it's not a bad idea to pop the bad boy open, so it's just open right there. So then when you're draining it with the extra airflow, with the air going in, it should in theory make it drain a lot easier. But taking a look at this is what this will look like. Not too bad, not too dirty. So we'll just put that there for now, and then we'll hop under there, take off the skid plate, and then we'll crack the bolt and get going. Skid plate is just held on by screws like these. You just use a Phillips head and just twist them. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there's only 5. There's lastly also 2 10mm bolts right here, and then you could slide it backwards. Okay, so looking under here, right here is your transmission pan, and this bolt right here is what we're going to have to take off. It should just be able to fit in with just a normal wrench. I might need a longer one just to get extra grip to actually break it open, not break the bolt, but we'll give this a go and we will see. All right, so I broke it loose. I got the tray here. I'm gonna try my best to yank this. All right, okay, there we go. Not bad, not bad. Make sure you guys jack your car back down before you close up the transmission pan, because with the angle, if you put it back down, or if you're not in a spot where my driveway is somewhat slanted, you should jack up the back just a little bit, because then that forces all the liquid to come to the front, and clearly there was still more left in there. So yeah, we're gonna let this just little drip out for a few minutes, and then I'll jack it back up. We'll plug back in the hole. So I'm gonna clean this off and change the washer, because I should be doing that, and I do have washers to replace that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I will see you right back under there. All right, so I'm pretty sure most of it leaked out. So I'm just gonna put that there. Then we will clean this up. in. Make sure that's nice and good. All right, now with the drain plug back in, we can start putting oil in. So if you have the stock air filter like I do, you're probably gonna need a long funnel like that because it's pretty deep in there. So we are in the spot and now we just start putting the fluid in. So this is the fluid we're gonna be using. I got the straight up genuine Honda HCF2 transmission fluid. Make sure it's HCF2 if you have the CVT like I do, because these CVTs are really sensitive and you're not going to want to mix it with just general automatic transmission fluid. Also, this is supposed to take around, similar to the engine oil, supposed to take around 3.7 to 4 quarts of fluid. I heard people online saying 4 quarts is the exact amount that they found works, so I guess we'll see. I'll put in 3.5, and then there is a fluid check limit bolt that we can undo, and if the fluid is just basically leaking out very little, that's how you know you're at where you're supposed to be. So let's go ahead and put it in, and yeah. Make sure we're not leaking. Ah, cool. So that's one. That's 2. That's 3. I'd say that's about half. Let's do that check bolt. All right, so that check bolt is right here. This is the drain bolt, and it is right here. So when we undo it or take it out, it should just very, nothing like huge, just very lightly drip, and that's how you know it's at the limit where it's supposed to be. So let's get that undone, and then we'll just check it. So it's out, and as you can see, nothing is coming out at all, and so that means we just need to fill it a little bit. So I'm gonna go up top and pour a little bit, and I'm gonna leave you guys down here, and you let me know when we are good. I'll catch you. So you guys saw it started leaking out, so I closed the hole, and now we know we're full. So with that being said, I took the funnel out, and now we just throw the plug back in. There we go, it's nice and down there. And the last final thing to do is turn the car on and shift into all the gears. Now in between each gear you should wait at least 3 seconds before going to the next, just so the fluid goes between all the gears. Then you can make sure everything's good. Then we'll take one last look under the car, make sure there is no leaks at all. Then we'll put the splash shield back on, or skid plate, whatever you want to call it, and then we're good to go. All right. So we're good. Need to reset my maintenance minder. So we'll let it run for about 10 seconds and then I'll start shifting gears. Alrighty, foot on the brake. Alright, so I did 5 seconds. I just want to be extra safe. And now you just do the same thing up at Seal Park. Alright, let's double check that we're good under there. Nothing's leaking. Looks good. Now we'll just reset our maintenance minder while we got the car on. So I'll reset engine oil because I did that before this video. We did transmission oil. Awesome. Yeah, that's all we did. All right, we shifted between all the gears. It went very smoothly. There was no leaks on the bottom. So now let's just finish this up and put the splash shield back on. Basically the same way it went down is the same way it will go up. Perfect. So I hope you guys found this helpful. I know it wasn't a quick video, but I like to go step by step, very thorough, just showing you exactly what I do. And if I make a mistake, then I show that too. That's my style of videos. And again, sorry that it's just a different area and a different time of year even, but I just edit slow. And for some reason, I forgot to record an intro and an outro when I did the fluid change. But nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, followed along, and it helped you out. That being said, I will see you guys in the next video.